Johnny had just left Hipsway when I met him. They'd been in Altered Images and then Hipsway, and both very successful bands. And then we met through a friend of his and a friend of mine, mutual friend, who played football together. And I was actually a hairdresser at the time, and a friend of mine says, oh yeah, I know Char, she's a really good singer. And that was kind of how we met. And he said, do you write? And I went, yeah. I was only 17, just about to turn 18, mind you, and I was really bolshy and brave. And if you'd asked me that now, I probably would think no. But yeah, it was a long time ago, and that was how we met.
Were you surprised? I played I Don't Want to Love Her, the debut single, and the album Southside, incredible. For a debut album, were you shocked and surprised by just how well it did? Now I look back at it and I'm like, wow, that's pretty amazing. Then, you know, all you're thinking is you're like, wow, we're on the radio, and you hear your record on the radio for the first time, you're thinking, oh my god, this is amazing. And you know, you're all in the transit van with your gear in the back, whooping, woohoo, you know, and thinking, oh god, are we going to have a hit record? And that is all you're thinking about, is a hit record. You know, you're not thinking about numbers, sales, whatever. You're just thinking, and then suddenly, you know, you're having a hit album. So we were so busy at that point because the album was breaking all over Europe, and we were just kind of like in a whirlwind, to be honest with you. I mean, we toured back to back on Southside for 2.5 years, up and down, you know, everywhere, all over the world, up and down the country, and it was amazing. And it isn't until you look back on it years later and you think, Christ, you know, it was a pretty big deal. It changed your lives, that's for sure. Not just here, but in the States as well. I think it went into the Billboard charts at 88 or something similar. And, you know, the success that followed was just incredible, particularly with the White on Blonde album in 1997, which actually entered the charts at number 1. Incredible again. And the songwriting was obviously the key to this, and it has been the key to the success. You got a very distinctive sound. The songwriting, and obviously you're a very key part to that, is key to the success of the band, isn't it?
It's funny because I never really realised that we had such a sound until when we finished making this record, when we finished making The Conversation. It was funny because like, you're playing it to friends and family and stuff at first, and they go, oh yeah, oh, it's a Texas record, isn't it? And you think, what else is it going to be? You know, but then suddenly you think, then you go through that weird thing, you think, is that a bad thing that they think it's a Texas? You know, you're questioning it, and does that mean it's just like what we've done before? So, but then you get to that point where you realise what that actually means. It's like a sound. It's like something that we do that we're not even aware that we do.
Is there a fresh sound, you know, 21st century sound to Texas now? Is it slightly different?
I mean, I think there's in the songs that we've written with Bernard, and then the songs that we wrote with Richard as well. I mean, I think there's obviously elements of them in there. I mean, they've got a very distinct sound as songwriters as well. But it's just really nice to share ideas and, you know, share sort of experience and knowledge together. You know, we just wanted to write great songs, and that's what all 4 of us have ever really wanted to do. It's all about just the songwriting is number 1, the musicianship on it, everything is just making that great record. And the thing is in all of us, and I do feel that I can speak from my point of view of them. Both of them is great musicians and songwriters. They both love music. You know, you talk about records, they love other people's music, they love hearing new records, they love hearing things, they love exchanging little nuggets of knowledge that they've found out about something on a record and everything. And it's that kind of, you know, it's that geeky thing about, you know, just loving music, and you know, they've definitely got that as well, which is great, because, you know, they're mates and they're friends, and you know, it's lovely to work with people that you love being around.